What are you doing, step bro?
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
No! No, don't do it! No! No, don't do it! Don't do it!
Never mind.
Never mind.
More shells in the magazine, an awesome legendary camo, a great mobility, and even greater fun. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the TVP 5051, the craziest reward the European tech tree has to offer. Introduced by Wargaming 3 years ago, this line got nerfed and buffed several times over the years, some judging too fast its intra reload, some others, like me, defending that this is what the TVP is all about. Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new biased review in which I give you my opinion on a certain tank, opinion based on my game experience, for you to know if yes or no you want to acquire it. Fasten your seatbelts, get your guns ready, because today guys, we dive into one of my favorite tier 10, starting with the statistics. Despite having one of the lowest DPM of its tier, the TVP remains a valuable asset within your team. Its gun, capable of inflicting 4 times 310 alpha damage or a total of 1240, will strike fear in your opponent's eyes. To help you dealing with this, you'll notice that the accuracy is great, as well as the penetration when you're using calibrated shell, which is a must on this tank. Now, the main factor and most fun one of the whole tank, probably its reload between shells. To inflict 1240 damage, it will take you only 5.64 damage. Yeah. That's quick. And this is where lies your main advantage. When someone is shooting 1 time, you're shooting 4. On top of a great gun, you also feature an amazing engine as it allows you to reach 60 km/h max and gives you an amazing turn rate. Therefore, it's not a tank with which you will struggle going up a hill. Last, the armor. Let's clarify straight away, this tank can't bounce anything, except if you are really lucky on some parts, for example, the gun mantlet. We will highlight all of them right after in red. Try to avoid as much as possible to be the main target of your opponents. This is probably the best advice I can give you while riding this. Now that being said, let's jump into the playstyle to see what you're supposed to do with such a beast. Now still 2 more advice I would like to give you while playing with this tank, call it pro tip if you want. The first one being that you need not to be too focused when you are unleashing all your shells, because if you do and you have opponents in front of you, you are gonna get totally destroyed. And the second thing is that obviously with this tank you have the possibility of circling your opponents, trying to outmap them and basically get them from behind. Try it, it's hilarious. Regarding the replay, we are playing on one of my favorite maps ever, Mine. Because this map in TVP specifically is a great one if you want to perma-track your opponent and make sure that they can't escape. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna try not to take the hill, but rather counter anyone that would give it a try. And there we go, starting off with our first victim. We go straight for 2 shots into the track to make sure that the guy can't escape. And even if in the process we took 2 shots, at least he is dead. And that's all that matters. Within the first 30 seconds of the game, one of the T-62As is already out. And don't worry, the second one is gonna follow pretty soon. And now, obviously, as we are not alone because we stay with the rest of our team, we are patiently waiting for our reload before bursting once again 4 shells into, as mentioned, and another T-62A. And once again, as you can see, all the time I snap my shells straight into the track. It's extremely important to immobilize all my opponents because it's either my teammates arrive and kill it, therefore I have some assisting damage, or at least I make them use their repair kit. But in both scenarios, I'm the one that wins. And now I'm thinking, okay, the T-62A is nearly a one-shot. We already killed his friend, so what we're gonna do is trying to take the hill. And my little mistake here was to not wait for my total reload before jumping in. But it's not a problem, we still snapped one into that T-62A, and now we are gonna dive into the more serious stuff. The crazy thing here is that we're already at 2.5k damage within the first 2 minutes of the game. This is how powerful the TVP is when played correctly. Baiting the i7 into thinking that he can snap a shot, once again the tracks, boom, thanks for coming, see you soon. Now we are gonna reload once again and just wait patiently. As you can see, when it comes to the TVP, you are not the kind of tank that will brawl against the opponents. You are the one that stays behind. You are the one that is supporting your teammates. And if you do not play it like that, you will not achieve great games with it. It's extremely important to understand how it's supposed to be played. And without throwing flowers to myself, I feel like the gameplay I'm proposing to you right now is the kind of things that an experienced TVP player would expect you to do with it. Because obviously we are not taking too many risks and we are not here for that. Our great asset for our team is our capability of bursting a lot of damage within 5 seconds. It's not to brawl, it's not to bounce shells, not at all. You are here to just dive in and get the damage done. On top of that, the TVP doesn't have the worst gun depression, even if it's not the best, but at least it allows you to comfortably play on pretty much every single map this game has to offer. And just like that, we managed to get over 5,000 damage. And what shocked me at first when I finished that replay is that I did not realize how much damage I did, because it seems like a traditional TVP game. And this is what is crazy about this tank and what makes it hilarious to play: the capability of doing so much damage without even thinking about it. And just like that, boom, victory, all enemy tanks are destroyed, and we get ourselves a juicy ace tanker, not because of our damage, but rather because of our spotting damage, assisting damage, thanks to all the tracking we did. And it pays off, because in the end, we managed to get one great game. And well, it seems like right now, it's time for us to rate that fella. For the record, I fell in love with the TVP when it was released on World of Tanks PC a few years ago. At the time, I was amazed to see that a tank game could become so much more intense when there is a 6-second span during which every single shot counts. To this day, it still amazes me to see that the World of Tanks developers, the Blitz one, kept the spirit of the tank intact, making it a great damage dealer as well as a fun machine to drive on the battlefield. To this day, there is not a tank that makes me feel like the TVP, and for that, I ranked it love out of 10. This video is now over. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like and share, and tell me in the comments what tank next you want to see in the base review. Bye. Hey you, yes, you. Like that video? Why not going for another one? I have plenty of videos you can choose from. All you have to do is hop on this truck. Come, don't be afraid. It's only one video.